You can also listen to us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/The Clock Cleaners.
Hello and welcome to the Clock Cleaners podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Keith.
And today we're recapping Money in the Bank.
So, overall, it was a decent pay-per-view.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought
Some interesting booking choices, but...
I didn't have a problem with any of the booking.
Okay, more or less how they just went about. The result is fine.
Okay, so what you're talking about is like kind of like the...
All right, well I guess...
I think I know what you're getting at, because there was a couple of times where they kind of just pressed fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
And they kind of just skipped to the end without really any build.
Little bit. Yeah.
Okay, I think I know what you mean then.
So we opened the show. Actually, on the pre-show, we had the Hype Bros versus the Colognes.
Did Zack Ryder turn heel?
He did not.
Okay.
Not yet.
You know,
give him time.
Know why he didn't?
Because it was on the pre-show and the faces always win.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't even know why you possibly thought that was going to happen.
Because I knew you were going to say stupid or something else.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I got to get a reaction out of you. Otherwise, what's the point in anything?
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I do it actually all the time.
Fair enough.
Got to say stupid things.
So,
get a reaction.
I guess that does make sense why you said that then.
It's true.
Anyway.
Yeah. Neither you didn't watch the match.
No.
I caught the end of it. The Hype Bros won. That was it.
Yep.
I think it was. They had one of the Colognes in the corner. Zack Ryder did, and Mojo hit him with his big elbow or running fist or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know
And
any
then
of Mojo's
I guess
moves or
they
anything,
hit
except
him-
for the dick wiggle.
Yeah, I guess that's their finish of the Hype Rider, right?
That's when Mojo holds him up,
Yep.
and
That's it.
yeah, Ryder does
Yes.
a Rough Rider off of the top rope.
That was the ending of the match. But yeah, so that was the pre-show. For some reason, Booker T was on the panel
Yeah, he was also on...
talking smack afterwards.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, okay, you suck at commentary, so let's put you on more things. It's genius.
Yeah. And what I've heard is that Otunga is not going to be back for even longer.
Why?
He's apparently just started filming a new movie.
Yeah, whatever.
That's
Doesn't
true.
matter. Well, it would be nice if it wasn't Booker T, because of how bad he is, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Otunga's no better, obviously, so...
True, but whatever.
Yeah.
So we opened the show with the women's Money in the Bank, which we actually both thought that's how they were going to open the show.
Yeah, it made the most sense, because it's a good way to start with the crowd and everything.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's actually relatively short.
What was it, 13 minutes?
13 minutes and
Wow.
20 seconds.
13 minutes.
Like, it didn't feel very long.
No,
but
but-
I was expecting it to be a little longer.
Yeah. So Carmella wins, technically. So this was a decent match overall.
I thought it was good. They did a lot more, like, stuff with the ladders than I was expecting.
Yeah, but, I mean, compared to the men's one, there wasn't that many crazy spots, which I'm glad they went that route.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, this is literally the first real...
Right, but, you know, when sometimes it's the first, they have to set the bar real high.
So what you're saying is you're glad that they didn't try to outdo themselves?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because they actually did, like, Tamina did the thing where you, springboard or slingshot, whatever they call it.
Oh, into the ladder? Yeah, Natalia got it?
I think they did. She did it for Natalia.
Yeah.
They did a bunch of, like, smacking with them with the ladders and stuff like that. So it was a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Tamina looked particularly strong.
Yeah.
They actually made it look like this would be a good type of match for her.
Yeah,
Because
well,
she can overpower everybody and whatever.
she needed some sort of good showing, I
It's true.
guess.
Because otherwise she kind of looks bleh.
Yeah, she's just kind of
She's kind of
stuck
just
in
there.
Yeah, basically. There was a nice spot with Charlotte doing a corkscrew moonsault or a twisting moonsault?
Well, see, I couldn't figure, because a moonsault is a backwards flip.
Oh, she did it forward, right?
Yeah. So I could not figure out for the life of me what to call it.
Yeah, all right.
So, but yeah, she just did a like a corkscrew front flip.
Yeah.
And she
onto
knocked out Tamina and
Natalia.
Natalia.
Yeah. It was a nice spot, though.
Yeah, it was nice. But like I said,
it
I
was
have no idea
perfectly
what to call it.
executed.
But yeah, that knocked out the three of them on the outside,
Right.
which left Becky and Carmella in the ring.
And I think Becky had knocked Carmella down.
Yeah, she hit her with a power bomb.
Right.
And then Becky goes to climb up the ladder. And then
here he comes.
Well, yeah, because they did a lot of the panning to just the top of the ladder, so you couldn't see anything on the bottom. It obviously makes sense because it's a surprise.
Yeah.
Like when you figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they show Ellsworth lifting the ladder like gently, lifting it up, so she just like slowly falls off of it.
Yep.
So she goes out of the ring, and he climbs up the ladder.
Well, he starts trying to get Carmella to get up, and then he looks up, and he's like, I'm going for it. So he goes up, grabs the briefcase, and throws it down to Carmella. And
she won.
Yeah.
So she's now the first... Well, there was a lot of deliberation on the part of the referees trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, but since the bell was already called for some reason, they...
Yeah, they called for the bell when the briefcase came down, but they didn't announce who won.
Right.
I don't know if they were trying to figure out if they should give it to Ellsworth or...
This is... what the hell is his name? I think Harvey Whippleman won the women's title or had something back in the day, and then what's his face with the evening gown match?
Well,
Mr. Unibrow.
Mr. Unibrow.
Yeah, he had the snake on his hand.
Oh, you're talking about Santino Marella.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, he never won the women's championship.
No, but he was in the what was it? I thought it was an evening gown match or something.
No, it was a WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
There you go.
Yeah, and he won it as Santina Marella.
Yes. Still won a match as a woman's match as a man.
Yeah, but you said something about him winning.
No, I just meant the first. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying it wasn't the first time that
a
man won an all women's match.
Yes.
Okay.
But man, the fans were pissed.
Yes. Well, at first they were mad. Later on, something happens, and for the most part, it was a pretty good crowd reaction.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, despite the ending, I think they could have just went about it a little bit differently. Like, say Ellsworth had handcuffs on him and started handcuffing the women to the ropes or something like that, so they couldn't get up, and then Carmella went up or something like that.
All right, that's a little too much.
Why?
Well, because I don't think they really do handcuff spots so much anymore.
All right,
that's an idea. It's an idea.
It's something different.
That's something that wouldn't happen now, but could have very well happened not too long ago.
All right, or something. I don't know. Pinned him under something or something like that.
I guess. That's just not him, though. He's like a sneaky when no one's paying attention.
No, I understand it, but
I think that it was booked appropriately for him. And it's funny because he pretty much when during the TLC match between Ambrose and Styles, it's almost exactly the same thing.
But I think we're gonna get Ellsworth and Becky Lynch eventually.
The match?
Yes.
Why?
Because she's been asking for it on Twitter a lot.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen is she's just gonna kick his ass.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's really fun.
Ellsworth has run his course. So
I don't know. I like what they're doing with him.
Oh no, this is the perfect role for him.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying him as a wrestler.
Oh yeah, he probably won't wrestle. Well, he never really wrestled. He was more just in the ring.
He was in matches.
Yeah,
he was there.
Yeah. But yeah, Carmella is the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
But I mean, just to look back and think this was the first match. If this was the second match, like the second time they did the women's Money in the Bank, it would be fine. But as the first one, it's kind of like,
I think they wanted to establish. I think they looked to the future.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to put it on someone who they thought was going to use it in an entertaining way.
No,
not necessarily.
No, it makes sense. I understand why they put it on Carmella. It's just the way they went about it. That's my only gripe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think I figured that they just booked it
because this kind of shits in everything of the whole women's revolution. So it's the first time I'm just reiterating what everybody was saying on Twitter last night and things like that.
All right,
that's it.
Well,
personally, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
to me.
because to be perfectly honest, if anything, it kind of enforces it because Carmella's using him to get what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
guess
the way
fair
I
enough.
would look at it, because she just tells him what to do and he does it.
Fair enough.
So
Moving
Anyway.
on.
it was a good match. Entertaining.
New Day versus the Usos.
Yes,
Tag titles.
it's true.
Well, at least the New Day came out next and kind of helped the crowd get
Well,
back into it.
Yeah, well, anytime that New Day comes out, they're gonna be.
True. I think this was probably the second best match of the night.
Yes. Oh, although the world title match wasn't terrible.
I couldn't be less interested in it.
It was a little too long.
And we knew who was going to win.
Yeah.
And we knew how it all right, we'll get into it when we get to it. But this was a really good match between the two of them.
Uh-huh.
The Usos ended up getting counted out.
Yeah.
So they retained their titles.
Yeah.
So this feud is not over with.
Obviously. I don't think anyone expected this to be one and done.
No.
But yeah, there was the Usos actually put on a really good
did.
showing. They did their picking apart a body part thing that they like to do.
Beating the crap out of Kofi.
Yeah, he really took a beating.
Yeah.
They did the knee thing.
Mm-hmm. And the New Day kept it clean. Xavier didn't interfere really at all.
Oh, you mean with the
third man?
Oh well, no, but Xavier Rhodes really hasn't been doing a whole lot of
Well, when they were champions, they constantly used the third man to their
only
advantage.
when they were heels. When they turned face, they stopped doing it. Sometimes they
No,
would do.
they did it because I remember I made the comment. I was like, "Why are they doing this as faces?"
Maybe, but I don't think there was a lot of notable. But also, a lot of the times they weren't really facing people who were real, contenders to their titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xavier used the trumpet to distract one of the Usos at one point. He jumped up on the apron. But besides that, not really.
No.
But yeah, there was a lot of
Near falls.
Yeah.
Good spots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! When Big E dove through the ropes,
He's
he's
big
got to
man.
stop that.
He's big man.
He's Big E.
It's true.
It's cup size, according to the Usos.
Yeah, they finally made the dropping the soap joke during the
Oh
at the
yes,
beginning.
they did. Mm-hmm. I know you were waiting for that.
Well,
one.
I assumed it was going to do it a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. But it was really good. Every time it looked like someone was going to win, something happened. Whether it be they get pulled out of the ring, or someone jumps in, or whatever.
I don't know if it's the Usos as heels, but they've kind of been working, like I said back, more of an NXT style, where they've been doing different things to counteract their opponents winning. Because, I don't know, when they were faces, they were also very boring.
Yeah, in terms of wrestling, they're a lot more entertaining now than they used to be. And but yeah, they're good. They're good, opposite, counterparts.
Yeah.
The two teams for the most part.
Oh, yeah. Well, the New Day, they really... Bringing them into the tag division has really elevated it
It's true.
a whole lot.
But yeah, the ending basically, it was
New Day hit the midnight hour,
yeah.
right?
And then whichever Uso wasn't in the ring just got pulled out by the other one, and then they're like, "Yep, we're done.
We're done."
We're leaving."
Grabbed their titles and left.
Yep.
And they went into the audience, and one of them sat down on a chair.
Oh, he did. I didn't notice
I
that.
think it was just a random chair sitting there.
Oh
yeah.
well.
Yep. So overall, good match.
Yeah, it was good.
Next, we had the women's title match with Lana against Naomi.
Yeah. Again, a surprisingly good match.
The only thing that I really had a complaint about, I can't even say it's a complaint, but it was very noticeable that Naomi slowed down her pace so much for Lana.
Wow. Yeah.
That was the only thing.
And it's just the fact that it was noticeable.
Yeah.
Is that what bothers you?
Yeah. And I think it almost, I don't want to say it made Naomi look weak because, Lana had the offense for the majority of the match.
Yeah, but at the same time, what they were trying to do was trying to establish that Lana
was a
can
threat.
wrestle.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they honestly didn't do a bad job with that, because if had Lana gotten squashed... that would have been it.
No, squashing, that wouldn't have been the right call, absolutely.
But yeah, Lana actually looked really good. It was weird.
She looked decent in the ring, except for her weird screams and yells.
Well, you got to remember, Carmella does the same crap.
I know.
And so does Sasha does it to an extent.
Yeah.
So it's not new.
No, it's just noticeable.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on?
But yeah, I like her finishing move though.
Yeah, well,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean Naomi did kick out of it.
Well, it doesn't matter.
No, but I mean, if you're gonna, you give her a finishing move that's pretty cool looking, and she's able to hit it, and then gets kicked out of the first time she's actually able to hit it in a match.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it kind of loses its
finishers. Really aren't held in the same esteem that they used to be anyway.
Sometimes some are. Some are, some aren't.
Yeah, but not most of them aren't. There's really only a couple that are like
30 Deeds.
30 Deeds, the Spear,
Mm-hmm.
The RKO.
Yep.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Like not even like the Styles Clash really isn't.
No.
The Attitude Adjustment, no.
No.
The Pedigree, no.
Mm-mm.
Which is funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I guess there is a really limited list.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, well, the end of days.
Yeah, but that one hasn't been around very long.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a very good chance that, let's say for argument's sake, Baron, spoilers, he won the Money in the Bank match. Let's say for argument's sake he cashes in and wins the title.
Yep.
And he gets booked as a terrible champion.
Mm-hmm.
And the end of days kind of just shits the bed.
Yeah. It's possible.
You know what I mean? So anything's possible.
Yes.
But like I said, it was pretty good. Lana looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So Lana gets Naomi down.
Well, she hits her with her finisher.
Yeah.
Goes for the pin, and we get a 2 count.
Yeah.
Then Carmella comes out.
Well, it was a little later because
she was just standing over, kind of in disbelief.
She was freshly down, and then Carmella's music hits, and she skips to the ring with her briefcase.
Mm-hmm. And the referee goes to the timekeeper's table and goes, "Here, maybe not."
Yeah, so she teases a cash in, but inevitably,
which is a great spot.
Yeah,
that was perfect.
Well, no, it was good because it kind of just gives you a preview of what to expect.
Right, and that's kind of what I said.
Yeah. So it's good because then she'll start interjecting herself in storyline stuff.
Oh yeah, but she doesn't necessarily have to have her own storyline. This can be it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She could just be around.
Right. Yeah. No, and like I said, I picked Carmella to win because
it's good because then she'll get exposure,
and
it's not necessarily eating up more TV time on a show that has limited
we will
TV
get
time.
to that in a couple minutes, but I have a lot of complaints, but we'll get to that.
Sure. Okay. I think I might know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this was a good first showing for Lana, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got an episode of the Fashion Files, which wasn't too surprising.
Yeah, they called it Fashion Vice.
Yeah. So I guess Fandango had a letter, and he had it upside down. It was like, what is this, Chinese or whatever he said.
Yeah.
And then it said, go to the door. So then Breeze goes to the door, and he grabs a VHS, and they put it in, and there's 2 black figures that say, we're the ones that crashed your office.
And we beat up
Tyler
Breeze.
Yeah. Meet us in the ring tonight.
Yeah, which is, I guess, their way of announcing that the Fashion Police have a match.
Yes. Which was good, because they deserve it.
Oh, it's true. They do. I expected a long episode of the Fashion Files on the pay-per-view. Not necessarily a match, but I expected a long episode.
But they've built themselves up where it's known that the fans like them
and
everything like that.
Yeah.
So leaving them off the pay-per-view would have been a
discredit to them.
Yes,
and this is better than having them on the pre-show.
It's true.
So
yes.
All right.
So yeah,
up
here
next,
we go.
Probably the most disappointing thing in quite some time.
I don't know if it's quite some time.
But
it was weird.
It was bad.
But they won. All right, so Mike Bennett.
This is a terrible
Maria Kanellis debuted.
No.
Let me get. But obviously, Mike Bennett can't use his last name, so he took Maria's last name. So now he's Mike Kanellis.
Yes, I could be imagining this because I was thinking it and I thought I heard it. I am almost positive Byron Saxton said he took her last name. And if it was true that he said that, it's really funny because I know I was thinking it. I actually had to Google it to make sure. I'm like, I could have swore his name was Bennett. I'm like, is his real last name that?
No.
Nope.
It's to be a heel. It's they're gonna. I don't know what their plan is.
See,
it's an odd gimmick.
So what just officially happened is that they took the second possible storyline for the women and then they gave it to this. That's where the TV time that they're going to take away from.
And here's why are you bringing in 2 more people on a show that you can't utilize all of your people on?
Uh-huh.
It frustrates the hell out of me.
Yeah. See, this is a legitimate complaint.
Oh
though.
yeah. And these 2, I don't think, have a big enough name. We're bringing them in. People are going to be like, oh, these guys are here?
No one cared about Maria Kanellis when she was in the WWE the first time.
Right.
That's why
the
she
only
left.
time people
got...
cared about her was when she had the thing with the Bullet Club and I think Ring of Honor and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't in the WWE.
No, I know.
Obviously.
And then TNA, I think she was pretty big in.
Yeah, but there's like big fish, little pond.
No.
Deal.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
This was not the right way to go about it.
No.
They should have went through NXT.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Mike could have held the NXT title or something like that. At least build them up so people know who they are.
That and the fact that
this isn't Samoa Joe, who didn't even go through NXT either. I mean, who did go through NXT?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird because you're like, why have a non-wrestling gimmick? You know what I mean? There's no even clear idea of what they're going to do.
Unless we're just going to get vignettes.
Like stupid things
promos,
like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. I
so,
don't know.
In all fairness, let's say for argument's sake, at least for a while, they have like 2-minute long vignettes.
Right.
That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if they come out to the ring like they did.
And do a Miz and
five.
Maurice.
Yeah, 5.
That's what I think they're trying to do.
Yeah.
They're trying to recapture the
That would make sense. And it would also make more sense if they were on the same show as Miz and Maurice, because they've actually kind of been writing a dissension between the 2 of them.
It's true.
Because he broke the clock.
Mm-hmm.
It's a grandfather clock I got for you.
It's timeless.
It's timeless just like you.
And then when he hit her off the ropes, off the apron the other night. So, yeah, this, I don't know.
I do not look forward to this. That's for damn sure.
What about Ty Dillinger? What about Luke Harper?
It's true. Not even on the pre-show.
Yeah, I'd say what about our... Yeah, and now you're gaining a tag team back, and then they're going to end up breaking up.
Yeah, no, they're not. It's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Oh.
Yes.
You're wrong.
Well, what if I'm right?
Nothing. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let's move on.
Yes, let's move on.
Let's move on from the disappointment.
So next we had the what?
To another disappointment. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, I mean
this match was better than the first one.
Well, yeah, this is the WWE title match with
Jinder
defending.
Yeah, but before that, they announced all the Hall of Famers.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Or I guess guests of Orton.
Yes.
So it was like Bob Orton. It was Ric Flair.
Vern Gagne there?
I think Vern Gagne was there, and a couple other, I guess, NWA people. Yeah. But yeah, and then Jinder came out first for some reason. I'm assuming it had to do with like his introduction with like putting the carpet in the ring or whatever. So he came out, and everyone was booing him.
USA chants.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird because like everyone's saying how much like they like Jinder as a champion and stuff like that, but the massive amount of heat that he gets just being in the ring.
It's just because it's different. That's really what it is.
Why they're booing him?
No, why people are enjoying
liking it.
Yeah,
I guess
because they took it and just put it on somebody to see.
It's true. And
and just to go back to the whole Kanellis thing, you also have your top guys, all 6 guys in one storyline. Now you're gonna have to devote multiple feuds to this.
Oh, we're just of the time?
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. That's
no, what's gonna happen is SmackDown's gonna be 3 hours.
That I would be okay with.
I wouldn't.
And then 205 Live can actually be
by itself.
Yes,
that would make sense.
Because this past week was fantastic.
205 Live.
Mm-hmm. The whole Titus thing, it's so good.
Yes, they're doing a good job incorporating other things now.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually trying, which is nice. Yeah. Like, I would have preferred them to do it the other way.
On Raw?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's fine the way they're doing it.
And the Perkins and Tozawa match was good, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyway, getting back to...
what the topic at hand.
Yes. So, yeah, we had the WWE title match.
Yeah, this was a pretty good match.
It was decent.
Better than the assumption between the two of them at the beginning.
Right. I mean,
well, go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead.
I was going to say, you're going to get Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. You expect crap. So,
I think they both work similar styles.
Yes.
Because they're both big and slow.
I was going to say, they're also both like very good fits in terms of size for each other.
Yeah.
So that's
it felt like a real title match.
Yeah.
Like that's what it felt like. You have two guys that are legitimate heavyweights, so to speak.
That's funny. I don't think I was paying attention last night, but when they were announcing Jinder's weight at Backlash, he's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, I thought he was taller than
225 pounds.
Is that it?
225 pounds.
250.
Yeah.
I was like,
and
holy
Orton's
crap.
thin.
Yeah.
Orton's real thin compared to what he used to look like.
Yeah.
So.
But it's all muscle. That's what
well,
it is.
Yeah, I know. But still. It's crazy. It's also funny to see old pictures of Orton because he looks like not even like the same person.
Maybe he wants to be Cruiserweight champion too. Jinder.
Oh, it's possible. He's almost there.
Big Show's coming for him. But yeah, no, it was a decent match. It was hard for me to be really interested. Kind of knew the outcome.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like you said before, we kind of figured there's no way that Randy was going to win.
No.
They really played up the if he wins, this is going to be his 14th World Championship thing. But you have to know that.
Then they also played up the hometown thing.
Yeah. But like you can't really assume or you can't really think that they're going to throw his name into the chase to the record. Because that's Cena's thing now. That will be his thing, I guess, for when he comes back or whatever.
Free agent.
Mm-hmm. Whatever they're going to actually do with that.
The Big Dog's message tonight on Raw.
Yes, it's true. So he'll show up and he'll say, I want to fight Braun Strowman at SummerSlam.
No, he'll probably say, I want the winner of...
Yeah, most likely.
Them, and then Strowman will come back.
Yeah, and then... So his big announcement will end up not being an announcement at all.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Or he's just going to show up to SummerSlam naked. He's going to show the real Big Dog.
Yes, that's what's going to happen. Anyway, yeah, well, the ending of this match...
what? Oh, no, I was going to say, so the Bollywood Boys were getting kicked out from ringside.
Well, yeah, because they had pulled Jinder's foot onto the ropes after... did he hit an RKO before that?
He hit the RKO.
Yeah, he hit an RKO.
And I'm guessing... I don't know if... I guess obviously that's the way they were going with it, but I don't know if Jinder was actually supposed to make it onto the ropes by himself. But I guess it made sense with...
Yeah, there's no way that they didn't plan on doing that. He probably could have anyway.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah, but he hits the RKO. They pull his foot onto the ropes. The ref sees it because they continued to hold on to his foot as opposed to letting go.
I think Randy was like, what the hell are you doing? Get him out of here. There's no point in them being here.
Well, no, because at first I think the ref wanted to disqualify them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And they were going, disqualify us, disqualify us. And then the ref kicks him out. And then they walk past all the old-timers.
Yeah.
And then they keep going, and then they turn around and it's like, I got an idea. And then they start getting in Bob Orton's face. And then they go to pull him over, I think.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, they go and grab him by the shirt.
Yeah. And then Orton or Randy beats the shit out of him. Mm-hmm. He goes ape shit.
Yeah, throws him through onto the table.
Yeah. It was funny because, like, the entire time, Jinder was supposed to be out. And, like, he was laying down on the far side, like I guess on the opposite side of the hard camera. And you could just see every so often the fans looking up to see what he's doing. So, but yeah, Randy destroyed the two of them.
Yep. And then he went back in the ring and got hit with the Colossus.
Yeah.
And took the pin.
Yeah.
And that was it.
It's funny because the count out like thing. It's like Kyoto's on the outside with Randy as he's fighting or beating up them.
Well, Jinder rolled out of the ring.
Yeah, he was also
yeah,
out of the ring.
Yeah.
So there was no reason for him for Kyoto not to be in the ring and count out.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah, but it's weird.
That's WWE
Yeah,
booking.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like we have a count out ending of a match earlier, but this one you don't do that in.
Yeah. So up next we had Breezango versus their mystery opponents or mystery attackers. So Breezango comes out, and then all of a sudden the Ascension comes out, and the announcers were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it was them."
Yeah, it's pretty
obvious.
obvious.
But yeah, this was a very short match.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, something like that.
All I know is because I kind of lost my attention during this match. Obviously,
This was your filler between the title and the
the
they
main
always have a match between. That's really not that important, which makes sense.
yeah, but they won with a roll up. I think Fandango rolled up.
Yep.
Victor, I want to say.
Sure.
All right, so moving on,
Yes.
we have the main event, the men's Money in the Bank match.
This is a good match.
Was a good match.
So before the match got underway, Corbin attacked. Well, Shinsuke's music played, and he was doing his entrance.
Yeah. Well,
he was the fifth one.
everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone but Shinsuke and Corbin were already in the ring.
And then Corbin came from behind and attacked him.
It was actually kind of funny because they were doing the strobe lights still, and then you could see Corbin running through the strobe lights and attack Shinsuke.
Felt like he was at a concert.
It's true. He's moshing.
So yeah, there was a lot of good spots in this match. The sunset flip power bomb by Sammy onto Ziggler. That was pretty nasty.
I'm convinced that Owens loves ladders.
To hurt himself.
He
too?
wants to die. He wants to kill himself, and he wants it to be done by a ladder.
What happened
Last year? Sami Zayn almost broke him in half with the ladder.
Oh yeah,
That was really bad. And then the same, a similar thing happened at the Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania earlier that year.
right.
It's just insane.
What happened with the ladder? Became all disfigured, or got all bent.
This
and
one?
everything. Yeah,
It was Owens.
it was Owens.
Yeah, it was
Okay, I
Owens going
figured.
through it.
Yeah.
Because he had it open. So it went folded in weird.
Oh,
and
okay.
it bent it.
And then
But he had two big spots where he went through.
he took the fireman's carry.
from AJ.
From AJ
on the
onto
outside.
and then he took that nasty. What was it? Almost not a dragon suplex. What is?
Oh yeah, that
the
happened
Sammy
too.
hit him on the
Yeah, it
apron.
was a dragon suplex.
It was a dragon suplex.
Yeah,
okay,
he hit him
yeah,
on the apron.
I mean, he landed fine. It wasn't like when Omega and Okada were hitting them; they were dropping him like right on the back of their neck.
But still,
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. he just loves pain and punishment.
It's crazy because he doesn't take that many bumps when he
No.
has normal matches.
Well, he's still got that broken thumb too.
Oh, is that why he was wearing the wraps?
Yeah.
Okay, they were red and blue.
Yeah, he's the black. He had the black brace underneath.
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
He had one red and one blue wrap on. It's really
I love how he walked or underneath the ladders to not walk on his face on the in the entrance.
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Wait, this was a lot of good spots.
Oh yeah. So toward the end of the match, Corbin's climbing up the ladder with nobody else in the ring, and then all of a sudden Shinsuke's music hits, and then he comes out.
Yeah. The funny part is that Corbin stops dead.
He could have easily made it up top. Well, he struggled at the end.
Yeah, but because Shinsuke's limping to the ring, so Corbin had plenty of time to get up and unlatch the briefcase.
Yeah.
But
Didn't
you have to do what you're told. So, but Shinsuke comes in, beats the crap out of Corbin,
and then AJ got into the mix.
Yeah, because I think it was Shinsuke was going to climb up the ladder, and then all of a sudden AJ standing on the other side of the ladder.
Which he took a lot of, a couple of good spots.
AJ?
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty much
earlier. That was when he was hanging on the rope with the briefcase.
Oh,
when Dolph
yeah.
pulled the ladder off, and he just dropped.
Mm-hmm. Well, first he was dangling for a while. Yeah. That was cool.
Still not as bad as when Jeff got speared by Edge.
Well, oh yeah, but so the two of them faced off for a couple minutes.
AJ and Shinsuke, that is.
Yeah, And then
Oh, the crowd loved that.
Mhm.
They were eating that up. That's got to be a WrestleMania match for next year.
eventually, yeah.
Has to be.
So, and then they both go up to the ladder to try to climb up it to grab the briefcase. And then Corbin pushes the ladder over.
Yeah. Well, all three of them were fighting on the ladder. At one point, AJ was standing on the side of the
in the
ladder.
middle?
I was like,
Yeah.
how are you doing that?
Was that the three of them? I
Yeah,
thought
it
it
was
was
the three of them.
earlier, and it was...
No, Shinsuke on one side, I believe. Corbin on the other side, and AJ was in the middle.
I thought that was earlier.
It's possible.
Because I remember that AJ was in the middle, but I could have swore that it was Sammy and Ziggler, not Shinsuke and Corbin.
It's possible.
Yeah, because I thought that was earlier in the match. Because I
Always
didn't think
possible.
I didn't think Corbin and AJ were in the ring at the same time in that last part when
Okay.
Shinsuke was out. I think Corbin got knocked out by Shinsuke, and then AJ went in.
Oh,
and when
maybe.
Corbin came back was when he
He
knocked
pushed
them
the
out.
ladder. Yeah,
Yeah.
they both fell, and that's when he
Climbed up
climbed up and
slowly,
struggled with the
Yeah.
briefcase, but he grabbed
methodically.
it. Yep.
He figured out how to get up the ladder
Mhm.
and then unlatched that
Yeah.
cryptic latch.
So I mean, I'm perfectly fine with this. We figured he was going to win it.
Yes.
It seems like a lot of people were disappointed.
Why?
I think it was split just because they feel like Corbin's almost getting the Roman treatment where he kind of hasn't. He just came in and
That he didn't earn anything?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, in all fairness, he got himself over.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like people didn't like him for what he was doing. Because he's not the most entertaining character, but he's good at what he does.
Beats crap out of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's,
Look, I've always been a fan of Corbin. You know that.
He's meant to be selfish and only care about himself. There's good heel work.
Yeah.
So I personally thought that it was a great fit.
It was the obvious
It
choice.
was-
And
it
he's gonna love. He's
gonna
really
do
gonna
great.
use the.
Yeah,
the
he might
briefcase.
not be as obnoxious with it as Carmella,
No.
but if he fakes or makes his presence known that he has that, it'll be very good.
Yeah, I feel like the briefcase will be more of a weapon for him.
It's true. He'll smack someone with it and then he'll cash it in.
Yeah,
But I hope he holds on to it for a while.
I think he will.
Because I think JBL said something about Jinder having to
Yeah, and then
watch out.
Then they had a little back and forth on Talking Smack afterward.
Who?
Corbin and Jinder.
Oh.
Yeah, because Corbin came back. He's like, I just wanted to let him know I'm here. It was good. It was a good interview with Corbin. He wasn't being his dickish self like he normally is on Talking Smack.
Yeah.
At least from what I saw, he could have
Okay.
edited it in, but Renee and Booker were both congratulating him, and he was just like, yeah. It wasn't being obnoxious, I guess you could say.
That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Jinder would have to worry about it.
No.
What I'm thinking is that AJ will probably be Jinder's next opponent, depending on what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think they're just going to keep hinting at Shinsuke and AJ, and then eventually down the line,
Yeah.
we'll get something.
So chances are, if AJ wins the title from Jinder, maybe Baron.
Cash in.
Yeah.
Eh.
So I
Who knows?
it's hard to tell because I think it would be wise for them to hold off and not rush it because they rushed it last year. Granted, it was for a reason.
That made the most sense to do it then.
So, but
yeah. So
very exciting.
overall, decent pay-per-view.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah. So this has been our Money in the Bank review.
If you liked what you saw here, please like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.